Hello and welcome to my Tarot Corner. So today is King Charles' birthday and I'm going to do a birthday spread for King Charles. It's not the astrological spread that looks into 12 houses of the 12 months and takes an overview over his whole life for the next year. It is a birthday spread that is smaller, and it looks into the things that are his blessing, his challenges. What is the energy that he's coming into? What is the energies that he's leaving behind? What should he do less? What he should do more? So I think that this spread gives King Charles a little bit more of advice on how to handle himself in the next year and what are the things that he has been doing that are not helping him and he should just put them away. Now, I have to say, yesterday in my master's course, we learned a new reading that is called the double pentagram, that really dives into relationships between people. And I am eager to try it, but I still need to practice this reading because the entire way of looking at the cards is different. So this is something that I really need to work on before I start doing this in the channel, and then I might go into deep relationships between the royal family members and themselves and the ex-royals and themselves, and maybe we'll have more insight into those relationships. Okay, so this is the Gilded Tarot Royale, which is one of the majestic tarot decks that I like using regarding the royal family. And let's start by clearing the deck. And my disclaimer: this is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. So clearing the deck. Okay, so let's start with asking the question. So King Charles' birthday spread. What can we learn about King Charles last year? What is he coming to this year? What are his challenges? What are the things that he should do more, things that he should do less? King Charles birthday spread. King Charles birthday spread. Okay, so the first card is telling King Charles how can he become a present for everyone around him. Now, as a king, it's very important that he will be able to be someone who is good for everyone, not only his family, the British people. So this card is just telling King Charles what should he do to become someone who is just a present for everyone around him. And the card that I'm getting is the Ace of Wands. So that is a beautiful card because it's a card of getting your wishes come true. This is about getting your wishes realized. So this is a card, really a magnificent card. It is a very positive card, and what it tells King Charles that what he actually needs to do is to be someone who realizes his own wishes, but also someone who realizes the wishes of the people around him. This is a card of someone who is creative. This is a card of someone who can create from nothing. This is this is the card of the magician without the egocentric and without the eccentric way of it, part of it. So this is really a card of someone who is creative, who can be creative, and if he does put into action his creativity and his care and all of his wishes in the material world, he's able to really create from nothing and make those wishes come true. Now, it's very curious in this card. If you can see here, there's a moon here. And the moon is the symbol of a mother. So King Charles, in a way, it looks like two hands that are praying towards his mother, because his mother is still there, shadowing him maybe, or maybe guiding him. He is connected to his mother, and his mother is still very alive in the memory of the people. So it is all connected. So it looks like this card is telling King Charles, you do your own, do what you wish for, remember what your mother has done, and give her the place that she deserves, which is something that I think he does. But still, this card is only emphasizing that. Okay, so what are his challenges? And the challenges are the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Cups is a card of doubts. And we know that the next year is a year full of doubts. If we're starting with the crown that is portraying King Charles, sometimes in a good way, sometimes not in such a good way. I watched the crown, I have to say, and I can say one thing. Harry is there just for really one scene, maybe 1.5 scenes. I don't see how they are portraying William in a bad light. What I can say is that they are not portraying Diana as this very holy person, as someone who is as, let's say, devoid of personal interests. Just for example, the fact that she started going to hospitals and visiting the sick is portrayed as if she's doing that to get the attention of Dr. Khan. And everything that she does in this series is portrayed as if she has this ulterior motive. So I cannot see how Harry was able to stand behind this really distortion of reality. And I'm not trying to claim that Diana was someone who was completely altruistic. I'm not trying to say that, but to give everything that she does this very nefarious motives, it's not the reality as it is. But King Charles himself is not really portrayed in a good way, and this could install doubts that were there since his marriage with Diana fell apart. People were talking about whether or not he is fit to be king. Today there is more of a support for him, but still he needs to fight the doubts that will be installed by Harry's book, because Harry is not going to be very forgiving in his book, in my opinion. And everything that Harry is doing, it all adds to the doubts, and this is something that he needs. This is his main challenge, and because it's main challenge, he needs to realize how he fights those doubts. And what this card is telling him is not to listen to gossip, not to listen to the wrong advice, to be very realistic, not to close his eyes, not to act out of emotions, but to act out of logic. This is about not losing faith. This is about not doing the wrong things, not trusting the wrong people. But he does need to learn to trust the right people. So this is his main challenge. So what is his blessing this year? And his blessing is the High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess is a good card and a bad card, because High Priestess is a card who has many faces. This is the mystery woman, the woman who goes after mystery, but and keeps secrets, and a person that can be afraid of life, a person that can need a lot of mental health therapy, but it is also a person that knows how to treat other people, a person that knows how to meddle in all sorts of therapies, knows how to give that therapy to the nation, to everyone. And I do believe that King Charles has this inclination into herbal medicine and all sorts of things that are not just conventional medicine. And I think that I've said it before, and I'm saying it again. I am all towards complementary medicine, and I myself used it more than once. But this card also shows, because it's in his blessing, it shows that first of all, he knows how to keep secrets. He knows how to keep things that are not things that he wants everyone to know. But it also shows that he knows how to treat the real problems. So if Harry is trying to say that he did not hear about mental health in the past, or that that didn't know what a psychologist was, this is a complete lie, because the High Priestess is a card of someone who knows how to treat mental instabilities, or to find the right people that will treat it. So this card is really a card of someone who is able to find remedies, and to find remedies not only in health side, but in all sorts of problems. So this is what the High Priestess in its good attribute is. And as I told you, all the cards have good attributes and bad attributes, but you need to look at the place of the card and the main attribute. And the main attribute of the High Priestess is knowing how to keep secrets, and knowing how to treat deep problems. Okay, so the next card is what is his passing influence, or what is he leaving behind. And what I'm getting here is the Nine of Swords. So I like this card, because this tells us that he's leaving behind him all of the sorrows, all of the worries, all of those thoughts that he might not become king. Okay, so those things are just behind him, but other things that also made him very worried in the last year, he's leaving that behind, and he's able to go further to the card of the Ten of Swords, which is the card of getting over the storm. This is a card. This is one of the worst cards, because in this card you see there is no hope for the future. But he's leaving that behind. He is moving forward. And to move forward is to go through the storm and be able to learn from your mistakes and open your eyes to a new dawn. And this is exactly what is going to happen to King Charles. So it looks to me that all of his worries, everything that he thinks that his son's book might contain, or the Netflix docuseries, or any kind of damage that Harry can make, or other things, everything that made him very worried and made him, in a way, a fear of doubts around him, all of these things are going away. He's leaving them. Those things are staying in the past. So what is he coming to? What are the influences that are coming into his life? And what I'm getting here is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so once again, the Page of Pentacles is a card that we need to look at its actual meaning to understand if it's a good or bad card. And the Page of Pentacles is a card of someone who can be very orderly, very organized, someone who knows how to do the work. And this is what is expected from King Charles, and this is what he's coming towards. So in this instance, this is a very good card. I'm not looking into the bad attributes of this card because I don't have to. So I am looking into the good attributes because we are looking at the energy that he's going towards. And he's going towards this energy of being able to solve problems, to work more like he's supposed to be very fit, and even in health, he is probably going to be better. He's going to be able to handle any health problems in a better way. And this is just a card that shows us that he's going to be able to adhere to what he needs to do and be a very good work person and dedicated to his work, which is what the Page of Pentacles is. Okay, next card is what should he do less? And what I'm getting here is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the Scorpio, and Charles is the Scorpio. This is a card of someone who is adventurous, someone who is going towards changes and thinks about change and about how to make the world different. This is a card that's of someone who is even able to destroy in order to build. And this is something that King Charles needs to do less. And he was someone who was calling towards change for a long time, and he is now getting to realize that maybe he should be more conserving to the traditions. One of the things, for example, is the magnitude of the coronation. Is thinking of slimming down the coronation. He wants, because he knows that the financial situation in Britain is not good, and the whole world is not good. So he's looking into ways to slim down the coronation. But this card is telling him you need to think about traditions. And many people in Britain need the tradition, need the pompous, need to see the bigger than life ceremonies. And this card is telling him, don't go into change so quickly, don't destroy things, don't try to break conventions, be very careful in how adventurous you're going to be as a king. Be very careful in what kind of changes you're trying to install. Don't forget that sometimes if you destroy in wanting to rebuild, keeps things destroyed. So he needs to think very carefully on where is he going to install changes and how adventurous is going to be in regard to being a king, in regard to changing the monarchy. And that is true for his personal life as well. So this card is telling him he's very emotional. He's someone who really loves his son, he loves his family, is very full of emotions. He needs to be very, very careful from revenge. This is one thing that I've been saying for a long time, and the Queen of Cups is someone who is able to be vengeful. And I say it again, he cannot take those titles after the Netflix series and after the book comes out. He will have to wait until after the coronation. He won't be able to do that. It will look vengeful. He cannot. He cannot. He cannot be looked as vengeful. He needs to be looked as someone who is thinking and doing the cold consideration, thinking out of cold consideration, and not because he's angry, not because he is hurt, not out of a revenge. And this card is also telling him, you must think about it, because if you're not taking those titles now, you won't be able to do that for at least after the coronation, because you will have to take a long time to differentiate between taking those titles and the things that the Sussexes are doing. And this is true with everything that he does, but I think that in connection with the Sussexes, this card came up not by accident. Okay. Next card is, what does he need to do more? And what I'm getting here is Temperance. Okay, so this is a very beautiful Temperance card. The Temperance card is about having faith. It's about believing. It's about having the faith that things can become the way that you plan them to become. It's about partnership. It's about having miracles that happen. It's about ability to turn lead into gold, or believing that you can do that. And as you can see here, the woman, the angel, whatever it is, she's holding 1 cup of fire and 1 cup of water, and she's mixing them together. And it mixes because she's able to believe that these things are possible. So once again, and we have another moon here. So the queen is also very prominent, but this card is telling King Charles, if you believe that you can make miracles, then you can make miracles. It's just just keeping the faith that you can, and then you will be able to make those wishes come true, to make things better. So altogether, I think that this is a great spread for King Charles for this year, because we see that all of the things that he is not so happy about are leaving him, and good things are coming inside. So altogether, it's going to be a great year for King Charles, in my opinion. Okay, so that's the tarot, and the oracle is going to be an angel number for King Charles. So let's see what the angels have to say to King Charles. So let's shuffle the deck. Clear it. Okay, so angel number message for King Charles. Angel number message for King Charles. Angel number message for King Charles on his birthday. Okay, number 6. Your heart is your gift. You are a natural born nurturer and have a great talent for helping and healing others. You are the epitome of self sacrifice and a protector of those you love. I am nurturing. Well, that is just the card for King Charles because he is so much into nature. He is a nurturer, and we saw what he did to the Duchy of Cornwall. He really has a great talent for helping and healing, just like we saw with the high priestess. So it all ties up together. So that is a great message for King Charles, and I am wishing him happy birthday. So I hope you like this, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.